Now, the Albanese government would appear to be in a world of pain, highlighted by the remarkable victory by Donald Trump in the US election and his ability to gain support from working Americans, traditionally the heartland of the Democrats. The similarities of the issues in the US election and here are striking. The cost of living is foremost. Immigration is another, with the pressure it brings to rents and property prices. In the US, though, it's more complex because the US has been flooded with illegal migrants. But here there's something else. The government's spinning to people that it's helping their problems out, when in fact people feel things are just getting worse. And it's here that Anthony Albanese and Jim Chalmers have to step carefully, or people simply might stop listening to them. We saw it with the Stage 3 tax cuts. Ads telling you the government made sure most people got a tax cut, or cost of living relief. Again, the government generously providing handouts. But most see through this. It's not the government's money, it's actually ours that's being handed back to us. The International Monetary Fund says the federal and state taxes this year will be a record level, 36.4% of our total economy. Despite this, most states and the federal government are set for massive budget deficits. That's because their spending is rising faster than the money that they're scooping in. And that record tax take is felt by businesses and by families who know it's adding to their cost of living. You can even see this week the Treasurer changing the mandate for the Future Fund to direct more investment to housing, climate change projects and infrastructure, that it's seeking an alternative means to keep on spending on these priorities without actually touching its federal budget. The government will take the high ground that it can manage the economy. It's delivered 2 budget surpluses, but in truth, gross federal government debt is edging towards $1 trillion, and the government's ongoing spending has held inflation and employment higher than it otherwise would be, keeping interest rates higher when other parts of the world are right now cutting. So going into an election, that's hardly the message the community wants to hear. So for Anthony Albanese and Jim Chalmers, there's something else. One of our most senior economists, Lucy Ellis of Westpac, the former Reserve Bank Assistant Governor for Economics, now says the government cannot expect an interest rate cut before next year's election. And that won't play out well with the mortgage belt, which will be crucial to that election result.